Hey everyone, Michelle Ferreri here, Member of Parliament for Peterborough Kawartha, and I think it's going to happen. I think it's finally going to happen. The prediction is the federal election will be called tomorrow, March 23rd, 2025, putting us at an election day of probably April 28th, 2025. And so many of you have prayed for this day, asked for this day, and it has felt like forever, and it has felt like pain to get here. And this is going to be one of the most consequential elections in history. And you know, you're going to hear lots of things, and people are going to say all kinds of things. And one of the things that they'll come at me and the Conservatives is that they want to bring back unity to Canada. And unlike the Conservatives, they'll tell you that Conservatives are divisive and don't know how to restore unity. And I will tell you to push back on that and say, there's one question people need to ask themselves. In the last 10 years, what has gotten better in your life? What has gotten better in your life? And the Liberals and the NDP will try to tell you that the truth is divisive. When you call out the truth, when you call out that housing prices have doubled, when you call out that 50,000 people have died from an overdose in the last 10 years, when you call out that people are using food banks at historic uses, that the people who used to volunteer at the food bank now use the food bank, that the food banks are actually running out of food, that immigration is so out of control that it has created an extreme scarcity issue in this country where there's not enough housing, there's not enough resources, where we have left our Canadian energy in the ground because ideology has decided that by the Liberals. Canadian energy that could have brought us our own wealth, our own autonomy, and our own sovereignty in a time when our sovereignty is being threatened, when we are vulnerable and weak because we have not developed what we have and what the world needs. What has gotten better in the last 10 years when each person is making more than they've ever made and never been so poor, when they're losing more in taxes? Never before have you paid so much tax and received such terrible service for those taxes. So when they say your Conservatives we want to build unity and Conservatives will divide, the only party that has divided this country because they have put people into a corner of survival is the Liberal NDP policies, is the Trudeau-Carney policies. And that is what that is. That's not divisive. That is the truth. Mark Carney, the publicly unelected Prime Minister, was in fact the economic advisor for the last 5 years to Justin Trudeau. Every economic policy that has happened, the $1 trillion debt, the $80,000 that each newborn child inherits at birth because of Mark Carney. You want to change the world? You make sure people can afford to feed their families or even have the idea to have a family. We have people, young people, who are saying, I will never even have a family. So don't listen when they tell you that we don't unify people. It has nothing to do with that. The only thing that sets people free is the truth. And these are facts, cold, hard facts. They are not divisive. They are not rage farming. They are the truth. And nothing in the last 10 years has gotten better. And the only way out of that is to vote for a Conservative Pierre Poilievre government, where the economy is the priority, where balancing the budget is the priority, where restoring safe streets is the priority, where investing in treatment and recovery and not open drug use, where restoring our immigration to reasonable levels, where the people coming in are of incredible quality to contribute to our community and actually follow the rules, where houses are built and resources are developed. This election will be consequential. Get involved. Have conversations. Get a lawn sign. Donate your time. Donate if you're able to financially. Get out and do something. This is here. The election is here, and this is it. We have to win, and we will win. because Canadians' lives are depending on it.